Okay, yeah, that's great. Okay, so both of you looking at camera, action.
Hello everyone, my name is Myiesha and I'm a beauty director at Sephora.
And it's Jeffrey here, also beauty director.
And today we're going to be sharing with you how to find the right mascara for you. Jeffrey and I have both worked in Sephora stores for many, many years before we became beauty directors. And I think like finding the right mascara for someone was so fun. Do you agree, Jeffrey?
Yeah, and it's such a topic that you hear people ask about really regularly. And you know what, I think the biggest thing to take into consideration, and one thing that I really learned while working in store, is that every lash is really different.
Yeah, there was this misconception I feel that like, oh, my best friend uses this mascara, so it's gonna work the same for me. Kind of like if I use the same hair product as someone who has straight or wavy hair, we might both like it, but it's gonna look a little bit different on us. So we're gonna be talking about sort of your lash characteristics, what it is about your lashes, where your starting point is, and how you want to end up, like what's your desired result. We'll talk about some key differences in different mascaras that we're really into at the moment, and hopefully we'll help you find like that, you know, wonderful mascara that you absolutely love.
Yes, that special someone that everyone's always looking for. So really, you know, I think that there are definitely formulas out there that really do a lot, but I want to call to attention one that just recently launched, and I think really speaks to this conversation really well about, you know, one mascara can't necessarily do it all. This is from Huda Beauty. It's Legit Lashes Double-Ended Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara. And you can see up here that we have curl and length here, and then we have volume down at the bottom. So this mascara is really actually two mascaras in one. So you're getting the benefit of layering, so you can actually really create three different looks with one formula. Now, most people, they come in, they're like, which mascara do I choose? And actually, I really invite them into the mirror to take a really close look at their lashes and to start to ask themselves some questions. Like, do I feel like my lashes are short? Do I feel like they're long? Do I feel like they need a little bit more curl? You could even kind of tailor to a specific look that you're trying to achieve too, even. I know you do.
You guys make fun of me because I have house mascara.
No,
I
I
don't
love
really,
it.
I don't wear makeup unless I'm on camera or at some kind of event or something. But around the house, it's like nice to like catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and your lashes look really pretty. So I have like very natural mascaras I wear around the house, and then when I'm filming or something like that, I have a very volumizing mascara, which I'll talk about in a second, and a full-on lash. So I completely lash wardrobe, so I really like the fact that I can kind of like get all the looks in one with this.
Yeah, it's like a lash wardrobe in one product, which is great. So you've got your volume side. I want to say, pay a little bit of attention and pull in on this brush a little bit. So you can see here that it's got like almost like wider bristles on a plastic comb. And what that does for you is it actually helps you, the lashes sort of lay in the product a little bit better, so that way you can really grab a lot and build that volume from the base. Now you also have some other secrets that you love about volume, and sort of kind of like a reason why you go to volume first.
My lashes hold a curl pretty easily, so when I was helping people whose lashes did not hold a curl, I was like, what do I do? Like, I gotta figure this out. If you were putting mascara on and you were focusing it right on the tips of the lash, what you're basically doing is putting little weights on your lashes and you're pulling them down. You want to put the majority of that mascara at the root and kind of wiggle up and kind of like, you know, lessen the amount of mascara you're putting on. A lot of people will put mascara just on the underside of their lash, and there's a whole other side of your lash you're missing. So if you're really wanting that volume, especially with the formula like this, like you want to put mascara on the top and the bottom. It's like that full like 360 effect.
And then the same thing with the curl side too. You'll notice that it's actually got a curl to the brush. So you can see there that that's going to encourage the sort of the lift, and it hugs every lash and stretches the product out to the tips. You're basically getting three looks in one with this particular product. Like say for instance you're doing like a really smoky eye, and you need a lot of weight right at the roots of the lashes to kind of ground the look, or you have like a liner on and you really want to see the lashes set against the eyeshadow, really opt for the curl and length side so that it'll pull the lashes out and you can really see them against the makeup. But if you're going for full drama, maybe you try both. So you apply the volume side first and then go in with the curl and length.
So our next product is actually something I feel like maybe people don't know exists. It's a lash primer. So this is the Milk Makeup Kush Lash Primer. And this is really nice because it has very nourishing oils, cannabis sativa oils. And what this does is, one, it conditions your lashes. Think about how your hair would feel if you never conditioned it ever and you just kept putting product on it and washing it, product and washing it. That's how your lashes feel. And also it like boosts the results of your mascara. I find if I do wear a volumizing mascara, it gives me more volume. If I do wear lengthening mascara, my lashes will look like shinier and healthier. So if you feel like you really like your mascara, you just want it to work a little bit better, or maybe you're seeing a lot of lashes fall, or they're just kind of dry and brittle, incorporating a lash primer is going to be really great.
It's a lot like what we see with primers, you know, for other areas of the face. It really helps to also grab the pigment, so you're going to increase wear and durability, like you said. But then I feel like it does that in a soft way. Like, it's got a lot of like conditioning ingredients that really help to give the lash almost like a touchable feel under any mascara, which is really great. So, and I highly recommended using like a primer like this underneath waterproof formulas, because again, you want to make sure that the lash is nourished when you have such a heavy duty long wear product on top.
A lot of us are growing out lash extensions right now, and our lashes are maybe not in the best condition. This would be something really great to kind of like boost the health of your lashes overall. I wear strip lashes almost every time I do my makeup. I wear strip lashes, so I like using lash primer as a way to keep my lashes healthy.
I kind of want to piggyback off of your idea of having like a house mascara. I definitely do like a little bit more of a natural lash, and typically when I'm on camera, I wear a light coat of mascara just to kind of make the lashes black and visible, but doesn't necessarily look like I have a ton of makeup on, right? So this here is from Fenty Beauty, and it's called Full Frontal. It's a volume, lift, and curl mascara. So it's really great for kind of that 3-in-1 action. So if you're someone who's looking to address all concerns, this is one to grab. So if you'll see the brush here, it's got a fat side and a flat side. So I can sort of bounce back and forth between the two brush lengths to really get a desired effect. But when I'm doing it for just everyday camera, I always actually love to take a tissue, take the brush, and wipe off almost all the product. So I literally twist the brush inside the tissue and take the product out. And then that way, when I go in to apply mascara, I get a really soft effect.
This is a makeup artist's secret.
Yes.
Most makeup artists do this, I would say. It's like a way that you get natural lashes with no clumps.
I get that lift against my eye, and you can actually see them. It's like if I want to add more throughout the day, I can definitely really build it. I really feel like this is best for sort of creating definition. So if you're somebody who's really wanting to see the lashes really pulled out to their fullest extent, this is a really great formula to grab.
So now we're going to talk about volumizing mascara. This is my favorite type of mascara. That's what I look for whenever I am looking for a new mascara. So this is from Lancome. This is Monsieur Big. Here, this is the regular version. They do have a waterproof that has a blue label. This mascara gives you instant volume. It has these really nice sort of like bristles. Like hard to tell. And I feel like they're almost like a round brush for the lashes. They grab the lashes in a good way, and I can kind of like pull through and get some really nice volume. Remember when we went to the Anastasia Halloween party? And we were all excited getting our costumes together? That is the day I was headed to go get the rest of my costume, and I got in a car accident. Not my fault, like my first accident ever. And I was bawling, 30 minutes straight, just bawling like a baby. And it was the day, sunscreen, mascara, my usual when I'm off. And I'm like, oh my God, I must look crazy. I've been like sitting on the corner waiting for everybody to come and get me. I must look insane. I looked in the mirror, my lashes were like, no waterproof, just the regular form. They were perfect. And I was like, I must have looked insane because I was all happy all of a sudden after crying for 30 minutes because I didn't look insane. So
the silver lining, right? The silver lining.
Like, I put it on, it doesn't move. Sometimes volumizing formulas are really creamy. This is really creamy going on, and it sets wonderfully for me. I often, when I do the bottom, I don't like a lot of product. I just use the very tip just to kind of coat, like you were saying, coat the lashes, make them dark, not add more mascara, and I just do the bottom. But even though I wear strip lashes, you need something for your strip lashes to hold on to. You need sort of like a cradle for them. I know some people do put false lashes on with no mascara, but what happens is your lashes are sitting there and your real lashes are kind of flimsy, and there's nothing to hold on to. But, you know, putting a nice mascara on, they're almost like sitting in a little tray, like on the lash tray, for instance. When you're looking at people, they're seeing the false lash, but the first thing they're seeing, the closest thing to them, is your regular lashes, so they have to look good too. I love her. She's good.
So last up is really all about curl, right? Like we've talked about every other category, but you really want something that can kind of stretch the lashes and pull them and hold them up. Now there's a few things that you really want to look for. A formula that's really like ultra creamy might not be the best option because they tend to, again, weigh the lash down. And then you're also looking for a formula that almost like dries pretty fast because then that locks the curl in place.
And if it's too creamy, then your lashes may be, you know, up here when you leave the house, and then they'll slowly, like humidity on your hair, they'll slowly like go down and down and down.
A really great formula that I love that almost defies gravity is from Benefit, and this here is called Roller Lash. Now, I think that this is a really cute story because actually the team at Benefit were really inspired by like hot rollers or like rollers that you put in the hair and how that really works with curl. The brush is very similar in shape to Huda's, but this actually has a double barb. So it's like a dual wrapped, what am I calling this? What is this? The little stickies. Comb. Comb. It's got almost like a dual wrapped comb here that really works to grab even the smallest lashes. And go ahead and apply it like you would your normal mascara. And then when you get to the tip or the end of your stroke, just hold the mascara up just a little bit and allow it to dry in that position, and that's really going to help with the curl for sure. That's pretty much it. We offered you some of our go-to options for curl, length, and definition, but be sure to shout out what you're looking for from your mascara in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed to Sephora, be sure to do so because you're missing out on amazing beauty conversations like this, and until next time, ciao for now.